Hello, beautiful people. In a previous video, I talked about how we bought raw land, and I'm going to share some other details to it. There was more that I wanted to share. I had videos and pictures saved on my phone, which got broken with my son running over it with his dirt bike. So I don't know if these pictures would pop up or not. I didn't do cloud, and so here we are. Hopefully my husband has enough pictures, but I took majority of the pictures because I was home to take the pictures to show you the before and after. But when we thought about putting on the home, when we initially bought the land, we thought about putting building a traditional home and or a barnuminium, build a barnuminium. And as we called different contractors, got referrals from friends, and the prices were decent for what the square footage would be. But that is just to build. That didn't include everything else. So when we did the math wasn't mathing for what we wanted at the end, and that wasn't to totally be in a lot of debt, knowing that one of the purpose that we sold was so that we would be mortgage free. So we have that. So we didn't want to go into build a house, and have another mortgage. So we forfeited those ideas, and we opted for getting a used mobile home, not a new, but a used mobile home that we can renovate completely. And if we ended up in some debt, it would not be even close to what we had before and easier to pay off. Okay, so we got a used mobile home. Thank God for the contacts that we had, and especially church family, church friends, that we were able to, as relates to the home. We're going to do another video with what everything costs. Like all the things that cost, from clearing out the land to putting a septic tank in, putting a meter in, if it doesn't have, if the land doesn't have any of that. Okay, so we did a used mobile home that we got, and the same people, they were partnered with another company, private business that also helped. We had a driveway, but the driveway was like slanted, like that. But it was clear. So the people that were bringing the mobile home had somebody to kind of make it all smooth and straight and flat. And so it also helps them to bring the mobile home in, but it definitely was a benefit for us. So it was really for us inexpensive for all that they offered. We probably got the mobile home for 10 to 15,000 double wide, because they did so much. I mean, so much that the mobile home probably cost even less than that. But we were grateful for that. So we put the mobile home on permanent foundation. And we put it on permanent foundation so that it could be considered a traditional home. It was no longer mobile, so it's no longer a mobile home. It was when it came in, but once it landed on the land, it's no longer considered a mobile home. We put in, like I said, we gutted out everything, and then check what type of framing that they had, and see where we needed to change and add, and then put regular drywall, and make sure that it was insulated like a regular house. Put in regular drywall. When I tell you it was a gut out job, it was a gut out job. We're talking about to the bones, bad to the bones. And we changed all the windows, put in traditional windows. We changed the doors. This actually was a window here, and we decided to put double doors here. We also have double doors in the front, and we put in LVP flooring, a quality that's higher, so that it can last longer, scratch-free, waterproof, and all of that. We would have loved to put wood floors, but we can't take the wood floors to the grave. So we did the LVP flooring, wood flooring. What else? So yes, updated the electrical, also updated that. Put in, we don't have those in yet, but we'll have light fixtures there that we're adding. This is actually natural light that we have here. It's covered because they were doing paint. So we also got all of the popcorn off the wall. Yes. Okay. Thank God for that. So we took off all the popcorn off the wall. They had a fireplace right here. Instead, we're going to add a wood stove there. So they're going to get ready to do the wood stove right there where the fireplace or gas fireplace was. And again, the kitchen, we're talking about, like I said, kitchen right now. So this is where we're going to add a whole pantry, that corner right there, the sink and some cabinets and some shelvings up there, and the stove. So we didn't change too much of the layout. We kept the layout pretty much, except moving the refrigerator from there to here with some pantries on the side and an island right here is the plan. And so bathrooms, changed the bathrooms. We're talking about new bathrooms from the wall to the plumbing to the tub and the toilet. And this is something that we chose to do, depending on type of mobile home. No matter what mobile home we were going to get, that's what we were going to do. So it didn't really matter the condition, but more so the size of the mobile home and the price of the mobile home, because it was going to be a complete gut job. And so yes, we're almost close to the finish line. 3 weeks, I'm talking about the amount of work that we had done on this property. It was close to building a home, but cheaper. Because for those who might say, why didn't you just build? This was cheaper and faster. We're talking about we're going to be done. We're on week 4. Week 4, from bare bones on week 4. This is week 4. We would have all the wood floors in, bathroom, walls painted, light fixtures. What else? We already got the walls up. All the walls are up, painted, 80% done. Floors in the bedroom, 2 of the bedroom. We have 1 more bedroom, and then the living room, kitchen area, 1 big room area. What else? Most of the work is done. So the only thing left for to do is to finish the floor, put in the cabinets for the bathroom. Put the rest of the things that need to go to the bathroom, like the sinks. Those are like 1, 2. So I believe in 90% of the work will be done this week. We might have 1 more week for just kind of like, maybe touch-ups and stuff like that. And we will be almost moved into our home. And I say moved in because we're waiting for the electricity to be put in our property. And yes, so that's almost done. We should have that in September. And we have our laundry room too. Like when I said, we moved the water heater because the water heater was in the bedroom. We're having the water heater be put in the, in the laundry room right there. And yes. And so there'll be a lot of natural light. Like right now it's kind of late afternoon, and there's still a lot of light because of all the windows that we had put in, big windows, double doors, lighting from the natural light you could kind of still give some light from there. So when I say, and then after that is done and we save some more money, then we'll have the outside done. We're changing the siding. It's kind of like that siding that, I forgot what it's called, that I'm gonna call it like almost plastic, but that's not what it is. But we're gonna change the siding and put like that, I think farm wood like framing siding where it goes down and not across. And that is a plan to do that, hopefully the beginning of next year after we pay off some more stuff. And that's it. So we'll practically have a totally brand new home. Permanent foundation, solid here. And that is it. And then there's more projects because we would want a deck. But again, this was the better way, inexpensive way for us to be mortgage free, own the home, own the land, and then see what God has for us next. There are people, when we said we're getting a mobile home, they probably thought like a rundown trailer that needs to be fixed up that was in a mobile home community. And so that's what they envision in their mind, and you just let them. You just let them. And there was one person asked me, oh, why didn't we just get a tiny home? Because they heard mobile home. And I just said, I'm claustrophobic, so I couldn't do a tiny home, but I would if I wasn't. I need more space. And so that's it. That's our faith journey. Is a lot to learn and a lot to share, and trusting God, and we'll look back and realize what God was doing and why He was doing it. And so I am grateful. I am grateful. And so this is the spot. I think the square footage on here is starting to get warm in here. The square footage in here is about 15 to 1600. Yeah, 15 to 1600 because the bathrooms are bigger than the house that we had before. The rooms are still decent size, not small. Bathrooms are small, not small. We probably could have made a 4-bedroom in one of the corners, which is supposed to be the dining room area, but I could have made the kitchen / what you call a dining room area, but my husband wanted to keep that there because I really wanted to add a 4th bedroom. But I think when we're done with this project, we'll probably do maybe a small tiny home for my parents, or to Airbnb. I don't know yet. Okay, so this is one of the rooms. Right here, so we added that window there. This is the bathroom. It's not done yet. The new tub is there. They're gonna put the toilet and the sink, and yeah. This is the other bedroom. And the windows, we added a window here. There was no window here, but we wanted light. Light is important to me. We couldn't do it in the other bedroom because it was not facing, there was nowhere to put another window. And so here's another window here, so we can see both outside. This would probably be my son's room here. And this is the closet. All the closets are like, it's like walk-in. The closet that I had before, in our own home, it was not walk-in. It was just like right in front of you. And so here we go right here. We added, no, this window was here, but we changed the windows because this is it right here. Another window here. This is the dining room area here. And then here is the master bedroom, facing the front of the driveway, and closet here. Okay, you can't see it. We have some stuff in there. And this is the bathroom. See, there was a tub here. There's windows here. There was a tub here, a huge tub. I'm like, I could use that space. Don't have a hallway closet. What is it called? What is those closets called? Like a hallway closet for, like, I guess bedding. And so we're gonna put a closet in here, probably put a wall up. I'm not sure if it's gonna be a wall or if we're just gonna buy one of those kind of cabinetry, pantry style big, so we can put sheets and towels and stuff like that. So using that space right here, the water meter was here and it switched into the laundry room. And so it's a decent size that it'll make up for the closet space, the hallway closet that we don't have here, for extra storage for bath and bedding stuff here. And that is it. Again, a lot of changes that we made in the home. We didn't change so much the structure, like how the layout is. No, yeah, we didn't, except for just some things that we did not want, like the water heater being there, or moving the refrigerator from one side to the other. But other than that, we kept the structure exactly the same. And that is our mobile home. And I'm so happy we went this route. I am happy. And so everything in this house will be new, from the AC unit, from everything. We couldn't keep anything. If I would tell you what the refrigerator looked like, it's like, wow. When you had the washer, we didn't have the dryer, so I'm assuming the dryer was good. The washer we'd have to check, but we may be going new washer and dryer, and yeah, everything starting from scratch. And so I'm like, Lord, I wanted to build, and and I'm like, why didn't we get the build? Why you didn't make it open for us to build? And then I'm like, everything that we did up in here it's like we bought a frame house, like a barnuminium, like cabin frames that they're selling now. Um, Instead of it being one piece, those things that you buy are one piece, the frames, and ours are two piece, and and so that is the difference. But we didn't build from scratch, because in a home that we had, a traditional home that was on a crawl space, and so we have this home that we didn't fully build. It's almost like we bought the frame with all the plumbing in it, and we bought the outside frame and the framing inside, and we just built inside, not from the outside. But then we're going to be changing the outside. We're going to be putting the traditional walls that you have for framing and outside the home. Is that going to call framing? Okay, but so it's like we almost build, but cheaper, while having everything put in our home, from the cabinets and all of that. And when you total out the price, it was cheaper than building a home and making it in a solid home, with traditional things that a home would have. And so, yeah. Okay, so that is all for those who might be inspired, thinking about, and everybody's reasoning is different. Everybody's budget is different. Everybody's pocket is different. And so if you don't mind getting into a certain amount of debt, or don't mind being in debt, because you know you could pay it off, then you make the choices that is good for you. We made the choices that was good for our family. Somebody may have to do smaller. Somebody have to do a single home, a single mobile home. Somebody might have to do a tiny home. Somebody might have to do a lot of things from scratch. But the most important thing is that, are you content with it? Are you happy with it? Are you okay with it? It doesn't matter what other people think. Are you okay with the decision that you made? And even if you weren't, you talk to God to find contentment and peace. But the most important thing is not just that you being okay and at peace and happy with your decision, but you knowing who led you, you know why you made the decision that you made, and the most important thing that I'm getting to is that, thank God you have a roof over your head. If you have a roof over your head and you're able to eat, and you're able to have the basic necessities of life, then it does not matter what other people think. Whether it's a tiny home, a mobile home, a single home, a mansion, because people got something to say about somebody having a mansion, a big home, a little home. Are you happy with the decision that you made? And if it's not, because you still have to sometimes, even if you're not happy with something, you still have to find a way to find peace. So, but you have a roof over your head. The answer is check, yes. You're able to eat. The answer is yes, check, check. The answer is yes, check. You're able to have warm clothing when it gets cold, and you have clothing, shoes on your feet, check. Then you're rich. You're rich and highly favored. That's it. That's all I got to say for you. So, this is the journey. There's more to share. Would we do it again? Okay, would we do it again? Honestly, would we do it again? Okay, because I want to really process what I'm saying, because we didn't really suffer in this. We didn't really, it was like we didn't face no hardship in this. But it was things that you didn't know, things that you learned, things that the unknown. We thank God we did a lot of research. Thank God. And even with all that research, it was still things that we did not know. We found out later. We're living in an RV, so while we're here and the work is being done, so we could get check on the workers. We're here. We can vouch that they came every day. Would I do it again? I would, okay, and this answer is coming from because we don't want to. We just want things easy. So be mindful of that. We probably would want to have had a house already there, so we're in it. We're already in it. But there is this thing that I could just imagine how God felt, and this video is running long, so if you're patient and you can handle it, But okay, I could just imagine how God felt when He created the world, right? I mean, 6 days of labor. And when He sat back on the seventh day and rested and reflected on His work and rested from His work, but also seen at the end of the day, at the end of all His work, that everything that He made was good. And then after all that work on the seventh day, Saturday, He sat back and He just rested, and he felt good. He felt good about all that He did. And I think that's the joy of what we're doing. That after we're done, and we can see it now, like, God, like, oh, you did this. After it is said and done, we can look back and say it is good. So it's a trick question, because we like things easy, and I'll like say, take it easy, because that was one of the things that people said, that like they kind of put negative thoughts into buying land because of all the things that can go wrong and have gone wrong for people, especially with building. And but I understand their concern, but somehow there was a vision. God had a vision. And I think as people see, they're like, wow, I could see how it could be done, and with a different option. So you always have options. It's the option that's good for you. So I would say, yes, we would do it again. Yes, we would do it again. And to be honest with you, after we're done, done, meaning like done and saved up some more money, because we probably depleted most of our 90% of our savings, still keeping a little for emergency, we would look to buy another land. And this time more business wise, we would look into buy land. And so yes, because of the joy that comes with it, no, because of the unknown that comes with it. I hope that makes sense. Because we just want things easy, but it's rewarding. I'm not gonna lie. But it can be a horror story if you don't, if you're not okay with going through some things, right? Or not being able to have some things on time. So I would have to ask my husband, would he do it again? But the other day he said, man, the next one we're going to have a house on the property. Oh, gosh. Yeah. And even here, we didn't really go through that much bad stuff, I mean, there's things that you didn't like, or things that you kind of wish happened. This is a 30-minute video, almost a 30-minute video. I'm about to let y'all go. But that's it. We look forward to sharing for some more. All right. Until next time. Bye-bye.